Welcome everybody to the Big Sauce Podcast, the biggest and sauciest podcast in the world. I'm Ghostface. We got Lmaowzer, Mike, Cryo, and Predator. There we go.
You guys are pussies. You guys aren't using your real names.
Yeah.
You know, I
Fuck,
like to.
This post is made by Vulnerable Gaming.
You know, I got a identity to keep.
You feel me?
Can you feel?
I got legit stalkers to not trigger. So. Whoa! Public restrooms.
Moving on to the first topic.
Public restrooms.
Alright.
I have a few stories. Which one should we start first? Okay, this one time, there was just a big ruckus over at the bathrooms.
Oh,
and...
Who the fuck says ruckus?
Shut the fuck up, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, continue.
Alright. And it turns out this kid took a shit in the urinal, alright?
Well, geez, there was no fucking build up to that, was there?
It just drops on you
immediately.
It drops like that deuce in the urinal. Go on.
Alright, and
It's done. It's like just.
You know, the janitor takes care of it. Next day.
Yeah.
Oh boy, someone shit in the corner. And this was not your ordinary shit. Alright? This was not your ordinary shit, alright? It was a pile. A legitimate pile. And
So like me.
Maybe there was more than one person.
yeah, there was probably more than one
It was
person.
a group project.
Group effort.
Could you guys imagine, just like three kindergartners all piled up in the fucking corner. They all have their assholes pointing towards the corner.
On three! Miss Johnson's gonna get so mad when she sees it. 1, 2, 3! Woo!
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. You said Miss Johnson's, but isn't it a guy's bathroom?
Who specified gender here, brother?
Hey, you never know, might be a tranny.
Yo. It's 2018. You can't be talking about genders anymore, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, next topic. Too sensitive. I mean, the next talk, sped encounters. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Ooh, are we talking about me now?
Yeah.
Alright, sick.
Monetization. See you later.
Alright, so, I recently transferred to this new high school for my freshman year, right? I will say it was definitely a lot nicer looking than my old school. It was very rich. It's a very rich campus, but it's kind of weird because
Money for toilet paper.
okay, they got the shitty ass 1 ply. They got 2 ply. My God.
Gold
One ply.
Go to your nose.
No,
Bro, who
but
actually uses one ply toilet paper? This shit just goes up your ass.
like okay.
I didn't even know they actually still sold one ply. I thought that was discontinued.
No, it's like using you know those fucking dissolving mints that you have?
Yeah.
It's like you put it on your fucking asshole where you have shit everywhere. And it just dissolves
It
into
just dissolved.
You get like liquid shit paper towel.
Okay.
Okay.
Sped
anyways.
encounters.
Sped encounters. So it was a pretty nice school, you know. I had a pretty good first impression of it. However, there was one day where basically I have to go across the left side of campus, right, to get to one of my classes. But on the left side of the campus, there's a few buildings that are reserved specifically for special needs people, right? And, you know, I was like, okay, that's fairly progressive of them, you know.
Demonetized.
You can't leave
Fun
what you
fact,
don't
at my old school, and this is going to tie into another story later, they just mix the speds in with the rest of them. So, that's going to be fun.
Hold on.
It's a jail.
Maybe that's why I'm in the regular person class.
Okay, I'm getting off topic. Anyways.
Why we should move
one-
on from this
Do you watch,
topic?
No.
do you watch
One
all the
thing we
regular
got to
people
then
be
count.
speds and all the speds be like people?
So anyways,
Continue.
what was happening was I walked past the sped building one day, you know. I was just on my way to class, on my way to French, you know, bonjour, oui, oui. And I found that this there was this ridiculously fat Mexican kid wearing a pink tank top and some neon green basketball shorts. He comes running at me, right? I think I'm about to fucking lose my life. Like, dude, I saw my life flash before my eyes. I saw all the fucking porn I watched. I was like, damn. Okay, I watched some kinky shit. But then all of a sudden he walks past me, right? He keeps running, fucking bulldozing through the crowd. Then he makes a hard right directly into a chain link fence right next to this band building. He eats shit. I'm surprised he didn't go through the goddamn thing. Like fucking Wile E. Coyote style, busting through the wall. He bounced off the fence right into his back, and being a sped, he was like, and so after that, another one of his friends came over and they walked up to him, looked down at him, and went, I was like, oh my fucking god, I'm out of here.
Okay, this got too sensitive.
I have another story.
No, I think we should move on.
Okay, I'll save that for later. Later.
Okay.
All right. Anyways.
Trash school lunches.
Oh, okay. Don't even get me started. So at the previous high school when I went with these guys, you know, the school lunch there was literal shit. It was disgusting.
It was
awful.
You'd have better luck eating out of the dumpster. I'm not even joking.
You'd have better luck eating out of the urinal that has shit in it.
You'd have better luck eating out of a toilet. So.
What do you mean? I eat out of
so, everybody, shut up. No more monetization. Okay, so you know, sometimes you find a hair like on your food, just like carefully. You know, if you find a hair carefully resting on your food, it's not that bad. You know, it's like it could have just been floating through the wind and it happened to land on your food.
Yeah, I mean,
but
like,
when you find it cooked into your little Salisbury steak, you know there's a problem.
Okay, here's the real problem of that whole story, though. Salisbury steak.
What is this, fucking prison?
Dude, I don't choose what I get, okay? I get in there and they're just like, here you go.
That's a white-ass fucking meal.
Dude,
I hate Salisbury steak.
Okay,
it's gross.
Okay, I actually have something to add to it. There was this one time, it wasn't me, but a friend of mine had gotten a school lunch, right? And, you know, it actually wasn't bad. It was the spicy chicken sandwich. I'm sure most high schools have it.
Yeah, like
it's pretty common. You know, that shit.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's fuego. And that day, they happened to be serving apples with it, right? So he was like, this apple looks normal and not autistic. I'm going to take a bite. He takes a bite, right? The entire inside of it is dirt brown, and I swear to God, I saw like a maggot or a worm or something in it.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Oh my God!
Bro, I'm telling you.
I have a picture of it. I'll send it to whoever's editing this if I can find it. It was so nasty.
Yeah, and to add on to my story, it's like I found it cooked in there, but that wasn't the first time. I got a meatball sub, right? And in the meatballs was a little hair just wiggling through each of them, cooked inside of it.
Bro.
Because the lunch ladies didn't know what hair
it holds
were.
them together. It's a secret recipe.
Yeah, that's the secret ingredient.
Secret ingredient.
Bro, it's you gotta floss with it.
That shit's mint flavored.
Dude, I tried the
Middle-aged woman.
It's like I tried the spicy chicken sandwich, and I just bit into it. And it was all cold, so I was like, okay, I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
That one time I didn't have lunch, and my friend went in the lunch line for me because you know we didn't have any money. We broke kids out here. So I got the spicy chicken sandwich, right? And it was cold, which I didn't like, and I took it out of the bun, and it was floppy. It's not supposed to be floppy. It's supposed to be crisp.
It's a fucking flaccid penis.
Your kids demonetization. Demonetization.
Guys. Oh fuck! They didn't cook my sandwich.
Okay. Bad teachers.
Bad teachers.
Okay.
Come on, we got
the
this,
worst transition
guys.
I've ever seen.
Let's do
I mean, I have a story. It's not like
transition to
not like a terrible teacher, but my chemistry teacher for what, 9th grade? Yeah, 9th grade. Oh my God! It's not that she was a bad person. She just didn't give two shits about any of the students. Like I would
high school
always,
teachers.
yeah, pretty much. I would always come to her like, "Hey, I don't know why I have a D in this class. Can you elaborate?" Just go read the textbook. what? And I told her I wouldn't I told her I didn't understand something, and she just told me to go back and read it. Like, no, that's not how you learn something.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't necessarily had any like terrible human teachers, but
That's not a
It's
teacher though. That's just like a guardian.
exactly,
That's
no one
that's
give a shit.
That's
I
a
like
pet
that.
sitter.
I like
Exactly,
how
it's like a
you
babysitter.
I like how you said human teachers, like you've had
Yeah, I mean, you know, you never know.
I mean, I had a furry teacher once.
Okay, no.
Okay, those don't count as humans.
Yeah, that's-
Exactly.
Okay, Ethan,
Those
you have
should
a
be
better
hunted
bad
and
teacher
shot,
story.
Yeah, Ethan has literally had the worst teacher.
Okay, yeah. So, I had this teacher once in 5th grade, and she would literally yell at us, 5th grade kids, and at the time we were really scared of her because, you know, we're in 5th grade. That's not okay. You know, I got really scared. So my mom was like, just go off on her, you know, like she's just yelling at you.
Stand your ground, you know.
She would legit cuss at us, so I was like, wow, okay. So I went up to her one day. She was staying after class. She was shutting her door, right? And I walked in, and I was like, yo, I'm not going to say her name, but I said, you know what, I just cussed her out, like, I cussed her out, and it was so funny.
Cussed at her out and then dipped.
Yeah, I just did. I just ran. I ran so fast, dude, and I just ran, and I got to my mom, and I was like, Mom, I did it. And she was like, what did you say? And I was like, I said, you know what, my mom is right, and then you are, you know.
A bee bomb. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Female
Just
dog.
like,
Ooh.
Female dog.
Female
killer.
dog.
And then, you know, like,
Female furry.
the next day,
Oh, no.
next day I came back, and she was like, are you happy now? And I was like, yeah.
I thought it was before break. I thought.
No.
Are you sure?
Mom said it was before break, but it was really on a Monday, which was terrible. It was a bad idea.
All right.
I mean, kudos to your mom, because
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
she.
allowed it to happen because I would come home because I was only in 5th grade and I'd come home and I'd be depressed and sad, you know.
Because teachers be like,
Depression.
yeah.
Them teachers be like, you know,
Depression noises.
bad.
yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
what's next?
Bad school tech.
Oh!
Dude, why was our old high school, the Wi-Fi was ass.
They ran off of Frontier. That's why. Frontier is garbage. Don't. Okay.
Yeah,
if
you have
you're
like 400 people on one Wi-Fi network. Oh, why isn't it working? I don't know.
okay, if you're
Maybe
gonna
you should. No. Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt. However, there was this one time in one of my classes. Yeah.
You will not believe how many times I saw.
noises.
You will not
Throat
believe how many times
palpitations.
I saw you were offline on my Chromebook, and I said no.
Okay.
There's Wi-Fi right
So I
there.
have two mini stories, right?
Right.
So one of them was the Wi-Fi in one of my classes was out as we were doing like a project in Google Slides, which I hate, by the way. I will go on a tangent another time.
Oh,
Google
I
Slides
kind of
is
like
kinda doo-doo.
Google Slides.
It's
kinda
it's
nice.
accessible.
You, just go to, you can like access it anywhere.
I'm just tired of using it. But anyways, so
Garbage stuff.
so they called in
Or-
IT like, hey, why is the internet not working? You see, the thing was, on that day, a lot of people were testing. And, you know, a lot of tests are online now.
Right. Almost all of them are now.
Yeah, exactly. So the internet was like on the brink of just completely shitting itself. And so the IT guys came in, no joke, took one look at it and said, yeah, you guys need another router. That's not how that works!
That's not how it works.
And one more.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Oh my god,
Hell,
I fucking hate
I've
IT.
fallen and I can't get up. Have you tried getting down?
Alright, and then there was
Cue jazz music.
That's some IT though.
Just
That's
music
IT.
stops.
Alright, does anybody
Yeah,
else have any?
that's cool IT for you.
Okay, let's talk about Chromebooks for a sec though.
Oh, go for it.
Who
They
sits
were-
down and is like, yeah, I want to buy a Chromebook today?
Bro, like,
I know.
okay, so this is what really like downgrades the regular kids, you know, like once you break your Chromebook, you get like these super nice fancy ones that you could like never break. I think we should have gotten the nice fancy ones that can't break in the first place, because if you had those ones first,
You wouldn't waste
then-
the money on
then-
buying the
then you
shitty
would-
ones.
Exactly.
They buy the crappy ones. I
Exactly.
don't get that. That doesn't make sense.
like their screen, they folded all the way back and they were so beautiful.
Doesn't make any sense.
I think I have
Yeah,
to.
type like this, bro. It's like a tablet. It's like
Yeah,
a tablet with a
so,
He
keyboard.
like just broke it, like
Broke it. Broke it.
I can speak impediment, okay?
Speaking pandemic.
I can't do the English, so shut the.
Oh, actually, Lmaowzer.
Yes.
Lieutenant
Lieutenant Lamo. Oh, that was a sick elementary school insult. But anyways, so
It was
Lmaowzer.
like.
Don't you have to do what was it? Every Thursday or Friday you have to do like a coding class? Or in Scratch?
Every.
Oh no! Don't tell me it's hour of code. Don't tell me it's
Yes,
hour.
it is. It is an
Oh
hour.
my
So-
god.
Okay.
Oh.
Every Wednesday, we have an hour of code, right?
Oh, I got a big rant about that.
And it's honestly, the website is not bad. It's just not good for school uses.
Exactly, because here's the thing. Everything on that website puts a false idea of coding into kids' heads because everything's made for you.
Everything's
you
drag
just-
and drop.
Code
Everything's
dot org.
drag and drop.
Yeah, like hour of code or whatever.
That's like
you
saying
can
Scratch
do-
is the same thing as JavaScript.
Exactly. It's not, and it's not right to teach that in a school
With
for high school level or even middle school level. Honestly, like elementary,
with code.org, you can actually type the script.
Yeah,
Yeah,
code.org.
yeah,
I
yeah,
fully
lessons.
support code.
Yeah, you can do
Oh,
that, but
the
it
lessons
doesn't. It
are-
doesn't even
the hour
fucking
code.
enforce that on you.
Yeah,
They have
of
this.
course
They
not.
have this new thing, called dance or whatever, and they have these shitty songs from like 4 years ago. Like I want to say
I got a good
25
song
of them,
from 4 years
and
ago.
everybody just fucking blasts them in class.
Nice.
Jeez, dude.
That sounds like.
I got a
Yeah.
good song from 4
That's
years
so
ago.
classic.
Okay, guys, imagine you're trying
No,
to
no,
focus-
no,
you're trying-
copyright.
No, shut up. Imagine you're trying to work on a class project, right?
We'll do elevator
Like
music.
you're trying to do an hour code class project, right? You know, it affects your grade. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Then in the fucking background, you just hear someone's chroma go, from Gangnam Style. No, like what the fuck?
No,
What is
they
that?
they have Katy Perry on there.
Oh, that's
They have
That's
Katy Perry.
worse.
That's garbage.
Yeah,
That's even worse.
Yeah.
I don't think you could get worse.
they have Take on Me.
Okay, well, let's
Okay,
not.
that's
They have
song.
Take on Me,
Okay.
but everybody blasts it
That's
during
80s
class.
song.
You
Okay,
better
that
not
gets
be
it.
attacking that song.
No, I'm not attacking it, but everybody
Shit on you.
and they have a floss dance animation for your
Yeah, that doesn't
characters.
surprise me.
They have a floss, they have a dab, they have
Okay, the dab
the
needs
dab-
to die.
yeah, the dab needs to
Didn't
die.
the dab die 2 years ago? Why is it still a thing?
It was invented 2 years ago. It died 2 years ago. What the fuck?
Yeah, why is it here?
They actually
It
took
died as
Fortnite
soon as it
dances.
came out.
They are inspired by Fortnite dances, and
But
I
Epic,
am.
why did you add the dab in the first place?
Yeah, I am
It was
extreme-
dead when you had it.
Actually, fun fact. Did you know that they made the infinite dab last 10 hours in the lobby?
I'm the one who
Yes.
told you that.
Shut the fuck up.
Copyright strikes, here you come.
Guys, you realize that we're gonna have to replace this with a shitty MIDI, right? Because we're gonna get copyright strikes.
It doesn't matter. I will
Yeah,
not
so
make.
it's just-
Let me roll. Oh, you know what? This isn't on the script.
Yeah,
Alright,
just-
guys, this is
Alright, guys.
How do you guys feel about the Soldier game?
The soldier
Oh,
game.
the Soldier game destroyed the PC Master Race.
Easily.
Obliterated them.
Easily.
No, on
Obliterated.
the real though, Nintendo's like straight up suing them because they featured Smash Ultimate on the console for a promo. They're getting sued like millions of dollars.
Holy f-
No joke.
yeah.
So F in the chat for the Soldier Boy.
Okay, here's the thing. Nintendo has the
Soulja Boy is
scummiest
just
legal
Resca.
team
Yeah.
out of every game.
They've taken down so many fan games.
Like the ROM sites too. This couple got sued for like what was it, $2 million in ROM
Yeah,
sites?
2.5
Or
million.
was it 12 million? It was something crazy.
No, it's 2.5 million. I remember reading the article.
Yeah,
it was
that's
ridiculous.
ridiculous. Honestly, like, I mean,
If you're not going to provide a good way to emulate your old games, then how do you expect people not to try to emulate it, like through other sources?
exactly.
Whether it be like emulators that you can have for PC or just like other methods. I don't know.
I don't understand. It genuinely doesn't make sense.
Honestly.
Since we've gone off on a tangent, I just want to change the subject.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have an idea for a subject.
Oh, I do. I have one thing to add to my sped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
God.
All right, so this was
Go
last
for
year. I was still going to this school that
That everyone is
Ghostface, yeah, Ghostface and
I now go to Predator.
yeah, Predator. You see, there was this one time because there was this kid. What was his name? No, Dean's a different breed of special. But we'll talk about him another day.
Yeah.
But coincidentally, he was named Ethan, right?
Oh, okay.
He's interesting because he's very anti-Semitic.
I remember him. Yeah.
He's very anti-LGBT plus. And so one day, we were in English, right? And there was this project where you had to like research a different culture, you know, bring like their kind of flag in, you know, just do stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
Take a guess at what he did.
Yeah,
He brought in a swastika.
yeah.
He brought in a Nazi flag to the class and talked about Hitler
Oh my
for
god.
15 minutes, and the teacher was just looking at him the whole. Because you can't do anything because you know he doesn't know any better. It's special ed, so it's like you can do anything.
Wait, oh.
Oh my god.
Did you not know that Ethan was sped this whole time?
I didn't even know who he was. So
I'm just thinking, like, imagine being the teacher. You can't say anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
And every
Every
time he would
Yeah,
read,
but-
because you know we did popcorn reading, people would intentionally call on him because he would read like this because he thought it was funny.
Well,
It took like 30 minutes for a fucking paragraph.
That's just ruining it for the class. Like,
dude, I hate teachers that do popcorn reading, honestly.
Yeah.
We're doing popcorn reading, but
Like-
it's gonna take an hour, so we will.
Yeah,
we will
like-
get
I mean,
on.
unless
Okay,
you're
you know what I
trying to-
can't stand? Popcorn reading. Cyber High.
Oh, I left right as they rolled out Cyber High.
You're
Believe-
so lucky.
I'm so lucky.
I'm a lucky one too. I didn't have to deal
no,
with
like,
it.
what does it say on the board? What?
Yeah, so, like, my online school, it's actually like classes and stuff. You have to do lessons. Cyber High is just like, read this, answer question. Read this, do math.
And then you get a 100%, and then it's like awards you for, you know, being dumb. So
Yeah, I don't understand.
Okay.
Yeah, I really.
yeah,
don't get
it
honestly.
rewards you for being dumb and just randomly choosing an answer.
Honestly.
Kind of, yeah.
Y'all want to wrap this up?
Wait, I have a suggestion.
How long is this?
For-
one?
I have a suggestion for one of the
Third?
topics. Oh darn! All right, we have
Okay.
Coachella outfits. If we could bring some up, that'd be cool. Coachella outfits.
Mhm.
Oh no,
Sure,
I'm
outfits.
already doing a video on that on my channel.
Are you?
That's
Yeah.
what
That
inspired.
was my first one. Not.
Oh, okay.
not-
I get you.
I gotta upload
Yeah, if you
more
want
on
to
my
go check
second
that out
channel.
right now.
Yeah, you
I gotta upload some more dumb shit.
Bro, plug it.
Plug it.
Plug it.
It's just Hubble Helix. Just look it up. It's really dumb because it's like double helix, but not. You know.
Yeah.
It's not funny. I don't know why I laughed at it.
Everyone's
I don't know what you're talking about.
everyone's links will be in this description if you do want to check them out.
Did you just say links?
Link in bio. Buy the new
Oh, bro,
marks.
links.
Plug the merch.
Plug the merch.
Oh yeah, I might be opening a merch store soon. So
I will buy your merch the
You
second
will
it
buy my
comes
merch?
out.
I will buy my own merch.
You already did.
You already
My
did.
mom bought my merch for me. so-
There you
yeah, I might
go.
open a merch
Number
store
one
with
fan.
designs for like
Even though
different
you're, like,
songs on it. So if y'all want to
Even though
check that
you're
out,
rich.
new video will be coming on that soon.
Check out Ocean Warmth.
It's not even out yet.
I know it's not.
It
but
will be out by
It
the
will
time
be
this
out.
video is out.
Alright,
Wait, whoa.
alright.
No, I don't.
Cryo featuring whatever my producer name is gonna be.
Map.
You do realize it takes me
No.
like a couple weeks of uploading a song because I have to animate visuals and I'm lazy as hell.
Well, SoundCloud.
Okay, fine. SoundCloud.
Put a
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud link in the description.
Link in bio. XD.
I said SoundCloud.
At this point, we're all just rambling about. our
Okay,
feelings.
okay.
Yeah, we are going to wrap this episode
Yeah.
up.
Thank you
guys
for
so much for
watching.
watching. See you guys in the next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for watching the biggest, sauciest podcast in the world.
Yes, thank you for watching the thank you for
sauce.
watching the first episode of the biggest, sauciest podcast on
And
the
if you
internet.
want to unsubscribe, I don't blame you.
That
If you
assumes
really-
that both of you
if
two
you
assume they were
really
subscribed in the
subscribe.
first place.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
if you don't want to subscribe, you don't have to.
They're like
I understand.
they're like my brother's
okay,
friend.
but
Please do.
everyone's links will be in the description. Check them out; they deserve to be checked out. So,
Alright,
Oh,
I'll
wait. If you don't subscribe, you're sped.
subscribe to
Alright.
PewDiePie.
all right.
Alright, see you.